Hi everybody, I am here today to share with you my brand new Stamperia Coffee and Chocolate mini album. There is a full tutorial series for this album for Scrap and Create, so if you are interested you can look in the description box below and there will be a link to the playlist. Also, all of the papers that I used to create this album will be linked in the description box below to the Scrap and Create website, so you can go ahead and check that out, purchase those papers, and follow along. This album measures 10 1/4 by 7 3/4 and it has a 2.5-inch spine. It does have a bit more of a masculine feel to the album, and that is because when I designed it, I designed this with a person in mind. As soon as I saw this paper with the coffee in it, the first thing I thought of was my favorite YouTuber, Peter McKinnon, who is a photographer and videographer in Canada who does all kinds of videos with coffee in them. So that was what I thought of whenever I was designing this album. It has a magnetic closure here made out of burlap and cardstock. I've got some different pieces of the chipboard layered up here. I've got some of the metal pieces from Scrap and Create, and I have one of the little charms here as well. Opening up, there are 4 pages on the inside of this album. I did use the charms from Scrap and Create and all of the different pieces of the collection to make this album a little different than some of my others. So I've got some pieces layered up here, just plain cover. And then here on the inside, I've got some of the chipboard layered up. This is a magnetic closure here, opens this direction, room for a photo. This will hold 4 by 6 photos. This is open here, or smaller than that. There are some spaces for 5 by 7 photos as well. Everything is completely matted with the decorative papers. This is also magnetized and opens up. This is open here, so a photo will fit there. Then you could place a photo here or just leave that plain so you could see the paper. Then I have a pull-out mat for photos. Each of the 4 pocket pages does have a large photo mat. There is a charm hanging off of the edge of each photo mat. Room for plenty of photos here. For the back of page 1, I've got just a couple of little chipboard pieces and one of the fussy cut pieces from the Collectables. This is also magnetized, so it folds up, room for a photo there. And then it will also fold down, room for a photo there. Then in the center, this photo mat, you can place the photo underneath it here, but it holds this flap down. So if I close this, then this will open up further. And then I have another photo mat here. You could place photos on the page or just leave it so you could see that paper. For page 2, I have some of the chipboard pieces layered up here. This just opens up, room for 2 photos there. Then this opens sideways. So I have a tuck spot here that you could tuck something in, room for a full-size photo here. Opens up again, room for another full-size photo. This is open for the photo to slide underneath. And then we have a photo mat in the pocket. And obviously these pockets can hold more photo mats, so if you do have more photos, you could make more mats and mat them with the leftover paper. In this pocket, we have another large photo mat here. These are just adhered down because I didn't want them to catch pulling out of the pockets. Have a little cupcake here. Same thing on the back. This is adhered down, but room for plenty of photos. On the back side of page 2, we have a magnetized band that opens up. This is a chipboard piece here. This opens up here, room for a full-size photo if you want to cover that. This is open, so it will tuck behind that. Then this opens up again, a full page spread for more photos. On page 3, I've got some of the chipboard pieces layered up here. This opens over, room for a photo here. You could place a photo here if you wanted to. This opens this direction. These are both open, so the photos will slide behind. Then this opens out this direction. We have a full spread. And then in the pocket, there is another photo mat. You could place a photo here or add more mats to this pocket. In the pocket, we have another full-size photo mat. This one has a little spoon as the charm. Same thing on the back, plenty of room for photos. On the back side of page 3, we have another magnetized band, some chipboard pieces layered up here. This opens out, room for a photo, and this is open. Then we've got these two flaps, one flips up, one flips down. So there is room for a full-size photo on each of those flaps. For page 4, I have a chipboard piece here and here. This is magnetized, so it flips up, and then it also flips down, room for full-size photos there. And then these two flip open, so there's room for full-size photos, and then a larger photo will fit here, and it is open for the photo to tuck behind. In this pocket, I do have a full-size photo mat. This is adhered down, so you could place one photo here, or if you wanted to put 2 photos, you could cover that. And the charm is a little clock. Then on the back side, we have more room for your photos. On the back of page 4, I have some of the chipboard pieces layered up here. This is magnetized, so it opens. This is open for the photo to slide behind. This also opens up, room for a photo here. And then in the middle, we have a photo mat. This is open, so you can place a photo on the page, or you can add more to this little tuck spot. Then the back cover has some of the fussy cut pieces and then one of the chipboard pieces here. In the back of the album, I did add some burlap and then some brads as decorative elements just to break up the paper. And then on the spine, I do have one of the clocks. So a special thank you to Scrap and Create for providing all of the Stamperia Coffee and Chocolate products, as well as the magnets and some of the other products that I used. Everything is linked in the description box below, so if you want to make this album, go ahead and click on those links, purchase your products, and follow along. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.